I'm ready. All right. Wish me good luck. I'm gonna start now. Happy Halloween. This is Halloween, guys. Okay, I'm gonna go. Okay, I'm gonna start. Right. Okay. Okay. Give it a few seconds. All right, so we're gonna continue where we left off. Hold on 1 second. Okay. Feel like the light's too light.
Bruce Condor 1, I've got that intel you requested on Louis Serra. It seems he used to be a researcher for Umbrella.
Umbrella? I should have left him in that bag to rot.
I'm sending you the details.
Hold on 1 second. Yeah, I think we like this better. It shows off the green a little bit more. Yeah? Yeah, we're gonna leave it. Lighting's fun. Maybe... Yeah. Yeah, okay. Like that. That's better. That's way better. Okay. Continue.
Details. Take a look, but Baby Eagle is your priority.
Copy that. Making my way to the
What's
church.
this? No,
Condor
I'm not.
one.
Wait a
Out.
second. Yes, please. What's this? What's that? Oh, hell no. Nope. What the fuck? I didn't catch any of this before. How am I supposed to get up there? Let's see. What's this? Nope. That's gonna be a no for me. How am I supposed to get up here? Oh shit, I don't really have much of anything. Is this something that I have to come back for? I'm gonna assume this is something I have to come back for. Because I can't get up there. Okay. Alright. I don't know how I'm supposed to get up here. Interesting. Okay. Sorry. Let's see. I gotta get back to the church. So am I basically just backtracking? So ready. Is that it? Okay. Wait, already got that. Okay. I'm just gonna save for good measure. Save. Chapter 3. We are doing it, guys. Okay. Storage, let's see. I could totally just bring all this shit, right? I mean, this has 11 rounds. No, I shouldn't. mean, this is a terrible gun, but I feel like I need the space. And I bought more space anyway, so just in case I need it, right? And then Q. Let me see what I can do with these resources. Nothing right now, which is fine. Okay, I'm good. I'm ready. I'm ready. It's fun. Everything's fine all the time. Okay. Ooh, wait, I can customize the case? Hold up a second. No, I can't add no charms. I ain't got none. Alright, here we go. Bitch. I think I looked everywhere. I think. This was the bathroom that he was in, right? Yeah, that's the bathroom. And this is the door. I unlocked the front door. Let me go through the front door. Okay. So we've got the front door. What the fuck? Y'all hear that dog? What the fuck?
You too, huh?
I feel like I should kill him. I don't think that's a friendly. Should I just leave him? Why is he crying like that, though? I kind of feel bad. Ah, fuck. Fuck it. Oh, poor guy. Watch him fuck me up.
Take care of yourself, buddy.
Okay. Random. Interesting. What's this? Candles. Okay. Alright. I guess here we go. Is it this key? Yeah, it was. Okay. Oh, no. Okay. I feel like I have to turn off this light because it's really fucking me up. Okay, that's much better. Let's see. Why is it so fucking dark? Oh, hell no. I can't see shit. Okay. Is there anybody in here? Nobody in here? Okay. Gunpowder, so now I have 5. Okay. Hold on 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. Let me do the thing. I forgot to let my Discord know. I have to do that, don't I? Okay. This one. And Discord. Sorry, guys. Like 2 seconds. Two whole seconds. Alright, there we go. Okay. Maybe we should be sneaking. I just have a feeling we should be. Because I can't see. Yeah, I see a person. Aw, man. More of this shit. Alright, let's see. We're back to the village. But I need to go this way. Do I go here? Nope. I am not going the right way. I feel like I have to backtrack? Or no? This is what I need. Door. Okay. This door will lead this way. I have a feeling. So we're gonna call that good. So I'm going the right way. I see. Oh, so we're just gonna close behind me. Don't see anything. Okay. Wait. Oh, this was the village that they all... Okay. I know where we are now. Are they all still there? Looks like there's some treasure. Gap in the wall. Okay. Alright. Let's see. Thank you. Let's see. Fuck off! Was that there before? That was not there before. I don't think.
Won't open.
I think I kicked down all the ladders. Will this work? Oh, cool. Okay. Let's see. Downstairs. Did I miss anything else? You guys hear all that? Okay, let's see. Something going on somewhere. So we've got that there. Okay. You guys hear that? Oh, fuck off! Oh, sorry. I get scared. Who the fuck did that shit? Oh, shit. What the fuck are you? What the fuck are these? Nope. That's... Oh, shit. Bitch. Oh, fuck off. Run, bitch. Run, 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 run. Run, run, run. Run, 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 run. 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 Go back. Go back in here. Ugh. Oh, these fucking bitches. Fuck. Alright, I need to... Oh, I missed this. Alright, let's build some shit if I can. Machine gun. I don't have... Alright, so those dogs... Are they? Where is he? Actually, you know what? Equipped. Fuck off. Yeah. Oh shit. I thought I had more than that. Hmm. Okay. Yeah. Fuck off. Okay, cool, cool. Where's the other one? Where's the other one? Where's the other one? Where is he? Where are you? Okay. Whew! Alright. Was that all of them? Am I good? Okay, let's just take another egg. Cool. Actually, let's just move this up here now. What's this over here? Okay. So we took care of those. Took care of those now. What's that noise? No. 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 Okay. Everything's fine. I don't got shit. I'm happy that I brought all this. Oh shit.
Out of the way.
What the fuck is up here? Where the fuck are you guys? So she was in here. Is that it? You done? No? Is that it? Oh, he's fine. He's fine. Okay, let's go this way. Anything else in here? Nope. Let's see. I hear someone. I think go check all the other houses, but honestly. Is there anything in here? Nope. Check in here. Is this open now? No. Alright. Get in here. Gotta go this way. Okay, we got 1 egg. Okay, we're doing fine. We're doing fine. We're doing fine. Everything's fine. All the time. Yep. Hey. Okay.
Made some good progress, I see.
I did. I was actually telling my husband yesterday, I really like this one. Whew.
How
Okay.
do you like RE4 so far?
I love it. I like it a lot more than I like the other ones, and I couldn't tell you why. I was telling my husband that last night. I was like, I have no idea why I like this one so much more than I like the other ones so far. I haven't played Village, I think, and then
Okay,
like
that's what up.
yeah. Let's see. You know what? Fuck you! You know what? Fuck you. I hate these fucking chickens.
Have you been upgrading some of your weapons yet?
Yeah, a little bit. Let me see. Map. Wait, I'm going up. I need to go down here.
Better combat, better story, better environments.
Right. I need to go down here. Should I have gone back down? I don't know. Well, I think...
Okay, I'll be back.
Alright, I'll see you when you come back. Okay, let's see.
No problem.
I was here already. Okay. So I'm just working my way back around, right? That's what it's looking like. Okay. Got it. I gotta make it to the church. Yeah. Nah. I'll never
You
forgive
get that
y'all.
submachine gun you wanted yet?
No, I don't know where it is. Let's see. Map. Okay, we're gonna go this way. There's nothing in here for me. We got the bridge. Am I supposed to finally come back through here? I think I am, and I don't want to. We've done that before. We could go back.
What chapter is this?
Chapter 3. And I don't have the key for it. Okay, so it's not time for this. I'm supposed to go to the church. The church is down here. Maybe I should have worked my way back around. Maybe I didn't pick that up. I assume that... where am I at right now? Oh yeah, I'm way far. I think I have to turn back around. Right? I don't know. I get so
You have to
confused.
go through the village.
I did go through the village. Let's go back. Oh, there's another door in the village that I missed. Okay, I got you. I got you. Okay. It's not the right way. Can we go through here? I gotta turn completely around. You good? Are you dead? Oh, poor guy. Okay. Wrong way. Yeah, this is the right one. Okay. Go back to the village. Okay. I think it's the other door, right? Ooh, shit. I already fought the fucking dogs in here. You hear that?
Probably the toughest Resident Evil game on the hardest difficulty.
That's what I was watching Crunchy play, and it looked like it was super hard. Gotta get out through this way. Okay, so I already killed the lady that was down here. I'm guessing I need... I don't want to go in this house. It's locked. Should I kick it in or leave it? I'm gonna leave it just in case I might need it.
The door with the lock, break it open.
Break it open? Okay.
That's where you need to go.
Okay. We ain't got shit in here.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween! Bitch. You down? Okay. Alright, let's see. Who the fuck else? Is that it? That's it? That's all we got? Oh, hey, bud. Shot him in the dick, too. Because why not? Alright, was that it? Should I look for anything else over here? Okay, we'll call that good. When the fuck did this? Oh, this is the church. Oh, fuck. Whew, I'm scared. It'll be alright, though. What you got? What? What was that? The fuck? Alright, alright, alright. Let's explore. Let's explore. Cool, cool, cool. What the fuck is that? Oh, what the fuck? You fucking snake.
Snake cell 3 for a requests.
Fucking asshole. Sorry. Fuck that snake. Alright, snakes cell 3 for...
Law.
Oh, gotcha. Alright, let's... If there's one in here, I'm gonna cry. Okay. Shotgun. Alright. Okay. Before I go look at this weird ass altar, let's go look around.
And a treasure in here too.
You hear that? Yes, let me look at this weird ass altar. Oop. Yeah. Hey, there goes that weird guy again. The fuck? I saw you. Did I move that chair? Okay, yeah, I did. Okay. Whew. Happy Halloween, guys. I'm sorry. I'm locked in. A little bit locked in. Sleep well and flourish, dear child. As your body grows, your mother shall sew new small clothes. At 7, continue a day. Ugh, you have outgrown your pen. Flourish, dear child, for the sake of your
For me, it's more like happy normal day lol.
Really? I love that. I mean, I dress up just for the fun of it. Oh, the fuck. What the fuck is that the school of? I have alkaline stuck in my head. Shotgun shells. I feel like it's preparing me for a fight. And I'm not prepared. I'm not prepared. Mentally, I'm not here. But I'll be fine. I'll be fine. Oh, okay. Hey, friend.
Don't miss the treasure.
Where's the treasure? Oh, wait. Hold on. Let me go. Okay. Well, I have a treat for you. Bolt throwers is something else, mate. Its bolts can be retrieved and reused, so you can keep shooting forever. Also, don't forget to buy a bolt recipe to turn your extra knives into, well, bolts. Never worry about ammo again. Oh, no. And that's not all. You can affix the bolts with attachable mines, proximity explosives, and will quickly turn the weapons into a powerful mine. I'm going to turn this off. I have a fan on. Okay. Okay.
Got some new wares, stranger. You're in for a treat.
Okay. Let's see what I can do here.
I've got something new for you, mate.
Alright, so I'm gonna sell this.
Your valuables won't
Submachine
do you
gun
much
now.
good in the grave.
Okay, I'm gonna sell that. I think I'm gonna sell that because we said, hold on, let's see how much it would be actually. Let me
Next time,
do stuff really
buy
quick.
something. Welcome. I got something new for you.
Yeah. Okay. Let me do the thing. Okay, so we said this was 14. If I remove and add, okay, so that was 14. So we can put this in.
It's good, but not completely necessary.
If we were to put this in. Yeah, no, it needs to be the same. Okay. It's more if you put in the same ones. Yeah. Alright, so I'll probably sell that. I think I'm going to sell this. And this. Do I need this? Oh, yeah, I can sell all this. Alright, I'm about to sell all this shit. Except for the key.
Welcome.
Because I don't know if I need that key again. So I'm going to sell this. 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 I'm going to sell the peso or the Viper. Yeah, sell the Viper. It's good. Not good. I'm gonna get the submachine gun. I feel like I need it.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm gonna sell all this. That's quite a bit of money.
Well done, stranger.
Yeah. Should I sell the school shaker? No. Yeah. Because I have the W870, so I'll keep that. And then I have...
Your valuables won't do you much good in the grave.
Yeah, I'm going to sell this one. And then I think that's it. Oh, and the dirty pendant. That's right.
Sell to more Vipers and you'll get the request done. You'll find them later.
Okay. All right, so we're going to sell these.
A deal well
Cool.
struck.
Okay.
Will that be all? Don't
Yeah,
get
yeah,
yourself
yeah.
killed.
All right, so let's reorganize. This is going to bother me. Q. Got this. OCD for the win. Sorry, guys. All right, let's buy.
Got some rare things on sale, stranger.
Okay, let's buy what I want first, and then go and tune up. The bolt thrower is on.
Cash in your pocket or your life. Easy choice.
Should I get it? The bolt
You
thrower.
get any storage upgrades yet?
Yes, I got one. What's this? Should I get this? Is this the submachine gun? Yeah, I'm gonna buy this. It's only 10,000.
Oh, you cut through the crowd with that right there.
Okay, should I get this?
I never used the bolt thrower. I only bought it for the trophy.
All my
Should I
wares are
get
in
it for the
tip-top
trophy
shape.
then?
I
I have quite a bit to spend, so I'm gonna get it. It's only 8,000.
Not only will you need cash,
I
but
would
you'll
recommend the
need
flash
guts to
recipe
buy
and sure for the trophy lol.
Yeah, okay. And then no space. Okay.
Knowledge is power. Remember that, mate.
Okay. Full shaker. No, thank you.
Let
Okay.
us know when you've made some room.
Can I move this to...
I wouldn't upgrade it or anything though.
Okay. So I'll move the... Yeah. Alright, so... Yeah, let's cancel that purchase really quick.
Anything else I can help you?
No,
Come back
let me...
anytime.
I'm gonna move it to... Should I move it? Should I move it to storage? I don't know. I mean, I'm not gonna use it right now. Not the submachine gun, the bolt thrower. I'm gonna
I
move...
would store it, yep.
Yeah, send it to storage. Okay. And then if I'm buying... If I want to buy the other shotgun, I should move this to storage? Yes? Should I buy the other shotgun or no? I know I want to upgrade my knife. I gotta send this to storage. I want to send this to storage for sure. Send this to storage. Oh,
The rifle is good, but single shot.
So, get it? No, I need advice. I don't know. Let's see what I can craft here. I want as much of this as possible. Submachine gun.
Get it if you have good aim.
I really don't, though. Okay, so we've got submachine gun ammo. We've got rifle ammo. Okay, but...
Otherwise, it could get you hurt more than help.
Okay, so I'll keep this. What is this rifle ammo used for? I don't have the rifle that this goes with. I do, however, have shotgun. So... I feel like I should send this to storage. Can I not?
It was for that single shot rifle.
I could... I don't have a lot of room. It's for the single shot rifle. OCD. This one's smaller than this one. Okay. Alright. So, I could get the rifle, I'd lose space, and it would hurt me more, so I shouldn't get it. I could sell these, right? I'm gonna sell these. Because I don't need it.
Welcome.
Okay, let's sell.
I'll buy almost anything.
I'll sell that. That's all I really want to sell. Okay.
Well,
So we'll sell that.
I can
Let's go to
certainly do
buy.
something with this.
Do I need the scope? I don't know.
You'll get some bang for your buck. I guarantee it.
It's not a bad rifle, just requires careful aiming and does decent damage.
I have 12,000 left. Let me see. Are there upgrades? Tune up.
Your weapons.
Yes, the scope helps that iron sights aren't the greatest.
Okay, so I won't bother with that. I don't really care about ammo capacity. I care more so about reload speed, rate of fire. I care more about power. It'll pack more of a punch, right? I just don't have much space. Like, I like when you said that this is powerful, but it's one shot. I need more than one shot. I know.
Upgrades will leave up to you.
Let's see. I want more durability with this. So
Life needs care every once in a while. Could be the difference between life and death. This kind of work is about finesse, stranger. Good luck to you, stranger.
Okay. And then...
If you want a fighting chance out there, you best tune up.
I'm gonna
your
leave
kit.
it for now.
Upgrading weapons you use often should be priority, though.
Yeah, the knife for sure. And then this one, I feel like...
Knife
so I'll
needs
do
care.
this.
Try
Fuck
that
it.
on for size.
I feel like it needs... Okay.
Wielded. Don't get
Those are the
yourself
weapons that I
killed
use
now.
most. The knife and that. And... let's look at my... I thought I sold you. What the fuck? Hold up.
Welcome.
I didn't sell it all. That's right. Okay. Let's...
Ruby's all rubbish. It makes
Okay.
no difference. The price, well, pleasure
Cool.
doing business. Pleasant.
So now I
travel.
have 6,000. Wait. Let's see. Oh, there's one left? What the fuck?
Welcome. Got a selection of good things on sale, stranger. Thank you. Come back and
Okay. Now this looks more like it.
The rifle Emma wants to stay with you, apparently.
Apparently. I don't know why. Okay. Can I craft more? I can't craft anything right now. Wait. Oh, I need kitchen knives. Oh, fuck. Okay. Well, at least I know. Right?
need time.
No, I'm good. I want to save this so that if something were to happen, I have at least all this shit, you know? Alright. So, I feel... Every time I look at myself, I'm like, damn, I'm green. Alright, let's see. I am a green motherfucker. I'm very green right now. I think it's funny. Okay, so this is what you're talking about with the Vipers. Let me check something really quick. Sorry.
She-Hulk plays Ray for Remake.
Right? I'm Elphaba, but you know, same things. I could be both. I don't think a lot of people knew who Elphaba is. Okay. Here we go. Okay. Let's see. I heard someone. We're looking for Vipers. Let's go. What do I hear?
A church. I made it.
Yes, you did. Mm-hmm. Maybe look around beforehand. Take those here. Oh, hey, bro. Hey, bro. Hey, didn't see you there. Oh, shit. It's not prepared for that. I'll take that. Take that. Oh. ¿Dónde está? Is that it? Oh, wait, hold on. I can make some more. Craft. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Okay. I want to make sure I don't miss anything. I don't think I have.
There's a request here.
There's a request here. Hey, Crunchy. 'Crunchy. 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 ' Encounter's coming up. Oh, okay. So there's something right here. I had to turn the other way. Fun encounter's coming up. Not excited when I hear that, but okay. Map. I missed it. Turn back around. Okay, over here. Treasure. There's a request here. There's a request here. Missed it again. You know what? I must have gotten it. We're gonna call that a day. The treasure, that is.
Most treasures are above you most of the time.
Okay, I'll look up. Let me equip the register shortcut. Yeah, and then yeah, let's call that a day. Above me. So it's gonna be down here and above, right? The
Just listen for the sound so you know you're close. Treasures are stored in lanterns. They make a squeaky sound.
I heard it. Which way? I think it's somewhere in the trees.
In the tree, yep.
Which tree? Why can't I see it? Oh, I see it.
It's darker here, so I can't see it too clearly.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, we got an emerald. Okay, cool. Thank you. Okay. Let's get our asses back up here. Don't want to miss anything. I don't think I did. Okay. Fun characters. Oh, look up, I think. Yes.
Damn it.
Okay. Oh.
Condor 1 to roost. The church is sealed up.
And Baby Eagle?
Negative. Nothing yet. But they sure do have this place locked up tight.
I see. I can think of one reason they'd want to do so.
Oh, she's here. That's for sure. I'll find a way in.
Will I?
Condor 1, out.
Okay, cool. See, nothing here. Map. There's another treasure over there. Right? Yeah. All right. That was it. There's another one. It's inside the church. Okay, I don't see anything.
Get those treasures. Money means upgrades.
I know. Okay. This one is. This one is. I think it's inside the church. Yeah. It's inside the church. Can't use it. Okay, so I gotta look for... Okay. Yeah, I think it's inside the church. And we already went this way. That should be a viper in here. Nah. Okay, let's look at the map. I can go up that way. Ooh, was that it? No, it was another one. More resources. Let's look at this one. Those traitorous twins should not be allowed to rest in peace for joining the evil cult. Won't anyone destroy the emblems engraved upon their tombstones? Oh, I think I know what it's talking about. I think I do. Now I want to go. This one. Was that it? I'm assuming that was it.
They will be together.
Oh, they will be together. Oops. Wasting bullets here. They will be together. Twins. Okay, so it's not any of these. I wonder if I... No. I have to shoot it. Okay, so that's not it. That's not it. Would it be those two? They're the same emblem. These two? Oh wait, it's this one.
You
It's
can
this
break
one.
with the forward stab, yep.
Okay, break with the forward stab. 1, 2. Got it. A.
Okay.
Did it! Okay. Thank you. Okay, so we did that one. Now I can go back. Go up that ladder. Thank you. Is this it? That's it. That's all she wrote. Okay, so can't go this way. All right. We're gonna go.
I see the progress. You're getting better.
I am? Thank you. I think I'm trying to be braver. Alright, so that is closed. I went up there. I went up the ladder. There's nothing up there. There's nothing here. Am I getting better? Because I have no idea what the fuck I'm supposed to do over here.
The little side door.
Did I miss the door? Oh, right here. Duh. Cool. Thank you. Ooh. Damn, look at all this shit in here. She's here. Until the appropriate time. Oh, God. Damn. Nope, not that key. in real life. Lock her in the church. Wait, is this okay? So is this supposed to be like a puzzle? So it's missing an M and a T from in the church are wait orders from your Lord until then. Hold on. I feel like I have to write this down. Hold on. Where's my pens? I have pens here somewhere. Where did I put my pens at? I don't have my pens.
Oh, it's not a puzzle.
No, it's not. It's just missing shit. The key will be held in the cave on the other side of the lake. Oh, fuck.
Lake.
Damn it!
Let's hope for no more surprises.
Alright, let's save. Save. Okay. Making good progress. Is there anything else I need to look at in here? It's like a bunch of shit. I think she's... Oh, fuck. Wait, is this...
Just telling you where the key is. Glad you're looking around more too.
You know, I don't want to miss anything. Because you never know. Okay, so I need that key. We've got that already. Okay. I think I've got everything. Okay. Let's look down. Okay, there's still a ladder. That's great. There's coffins. Oh, the life of a gravedigger. There's coffins. Oh.
When I first played, I checked every inch of the area I was in.
I try. I'm gonna try. Okay, so open this up. Give it. Is this the other side? Yep. Cool, cool. All right. Let's look around. Nothing's out here. Oh, whoa. Cargo. The lake was the other way. Should I backtrack?
And still miss some things, so don't feel too bad if you miss stuff.
Okay, thank you for telling me that. Cause I feel like there's gonna be people here. Yeah, I see him. Where's everybody else? Oh, okay, 1, 2. I could go in there. I don't want to alert them if I don't have to. Maybe if I sneak. That's the other way. Fuck off. Fuck. Oh,
Impossible to sneak MBI.
damn, I'm so sorry, guy. I'm so sorry to you, man. Oh, you fucking bitch. Where the fuck you go, bitch? No. You fuck off. You fuck off. Right off. Right off. Yep. You know what? Fuck you guys. That's what y'all get. Where'd the Viper go? Damn. That's like a lot.
Don't forget to melee to save ammo too.
Oh, right. Down. Okay. Nothing? Alright, was there anything else in here that I missed? I didn't miss anything. Hey! I'm doing pretty good. How are you doing? Okay. So I gotta go get this one. Okay. Alright. I think that was everything. There was something up there. I'll go try to get that. Happy Halloween! Oh shit, where are you at? Oh hey bud. Fuck off. You know what? We can't be friends. You undid too much. Yeah. Die. Okay. Hey, lady. Give me that kitchen knife. I would like it, please. I need it. Die. Ooh. Oh, shit. Hold up. Take your egg. You're fine. Let's go. Ooh. Well, that took care of that problem for me. Oh, hey, lady. Oh, sorry, I'm like hitting the thing. How about you just not? Okay, let's see. We got this one. We got this. Okay. We got this. Okay. Is there anything in here? Okay. We're doing okay. I'm good. How's Preston and the kids? They're doing pretty good, you know. We're hanging out tonight, going trick-or-treating with the nephews, because Randy's oldest son made it to the playoffs, so we're gonna hang out with the littles, take them trick-or-treating. You know, I'm really excited. I love Halloween. Halloween's so fun. Where are you? Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Fudge. Melee him. Melee. I forget that I can kick.
Don't celebrate the holiday, but it'll take the free candy yummy.
No way. Okay. Okay, you gotta take this. Cool. Trying to save. I was trying to save all that, but... Oh, did I lose that? Oh, shit. I lost that one. I love that. You don't celebrate the holiday, but you'll take all the free candy. I'm here for that. We love free candy. Did I miss anything? I don't think so. Alright, well... Let's... Viper...
Oh, when I said melee, I meant shooting, then they attacking when the arrows appear lol.
You're okay. I'm okay. He's fine. He's fine. We're all good. I probably craft. Okay. Good. We're fine. What? What can I use a Viper for? Okay. Alright, let's see. I'm feeling pretty good. I think the last Resident Evil was like I had really bad luck. Like with 3, I was unable to get the submachine gun. It was locked away and I couldn't open it because I pulled out the USB and it wouldn't let me put it back in. So like it made that game really difficult for me. This one I'm vibing. I like this. I like this one a lot. I see it. Before I go on. Cool. Let's see. Is there anything over here? Yeah. Kitchen knife. Hold on. I can craft something with this. Bolts. Oh shit. Well, I have them, even though I don't have it with me. Can I? I don't even know what that means when I can. Okay, so I have that just in case I want to pull that out of storage. Alright. Can I rearm this? No. I was always... It would be cool if, like, you rearm that and when enemies are chasing you, you could just have... Okay. Got you. Let's see what's over here. Okay. What's the difference of going this way versus this way? Oh, this is closed. Okay, I gotcha. That's closed, so I need to go this way.
Text-to-speech is pretty useful when you're locked in when playing the game.
Yeah, I love it. I wish that Twitch had it. Twitch does not, which is weird. Did I just see something over here? No. But most of the people that come in usually comment through TikTok, so I appreciate it. I don't see anybody. Oh, that's awesome. You hear that? I hear dogs. I hear dogs.
The crows ahead drop money.
Good luck finding someone big enough to use this thing.
I'm not excited. Crows ahead. I love me some crows. Okay. The medallions again. Okay, 4. Okay, let's just look to see if... Where, bitch? Sorry. Did you complete Resident Evil? I'm on 4, the 4th one, so I completed the last 3. I hear it. Here it comes. Come around. Go ahead. There we go. I hear the crows. Oh, fuck. I lost that one. I'll take that. Oh, no. I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't like this. Okay. I'm getting prepared. I just have a feeling. This is a duel ring. You see this shit? They about to trap me in this. I don't know how I feel about that. Nice job. Great job. I will be on 3 next myself. Be right back. Okay. You hear that? It sounds big. Alright, well. Alright, real quick, like, let's, Okay. Q. Okay. Actually, that's not about him. That should be higher. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, we've got grenade. Okay. Alright. I'm ready. Actually. You hear that? Hear that big ass motherfucker? I don't know where he's coming from, but I don't like this. Sounds huge. Does he not? Something is breathing and it sounds humongous. I don't think I'm ready. Extra clean inventory management. Thank you. I'm trying. Oh, fuck. Ooh, I'm scared. I'm scared. Ooh, it's that way. It's 100% that way. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay, hold up. I feel like I gotta get prepared. Well, I have a lot of submachine gun ammo, so let's pray.
You got this.
Do I? Did I save? Oh God, I hope I saved. Can I go through here? Oh, thank God. Okay. I can still hear him though. That's not a good sign, right? What the fuck? Okay. It's not the right key. Okay. What's this? Okay, we're gonna go ahead and just keep... I need one more. Okay, I gotta fill something. I do got this. You're right. Everything will be fine. Everything's fine. Everything. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm just noticing. I have like pumpkins. Thank you, Shy Solo, for the pumpkins and the Heart Me Zone and the 10 goats. I appreciate you. I'm like, oh, how do I get up here? Oh, okay. I'm like scared. Okay. So we've got that. What's going on in here? Oh,
Locked in.
Too. I do be locked in. I am scared, so I'm like paying extra attention because. Oh, thanks for the raid, Sam. The silencer. Hi guys. I hope you guys are having a really good Halloween. Okay. So I heard the thing breathing, but it didn't come out. So that's a good sign. Like I'm not fighting it right now, right? Oh, I don't like this. Okay, everything's fine. There's an elevator? Oh, that's nice. Okay.
Took care of her request, did ya?
Oh, hey, guy.
By the look of the job, well done, deserves payment in kind. What can I interest you in?
Fear makes you move faster. Always check above and below you everywhere, though.
I'm doing pretty good. Just discovered your channel. Okay. Oh, thank you for discovering it. Fear makes you move faster. Check above you. Oh, yeah. I think I was just... Okay, I'm going to look above me and below me at all times. Going forward. Okay. I don't know if you can tell. My heart rate was high for a little bit. It's back down. So there's
Molding
that.
a weapon to suit your
let's
specific needs. Oh,
Yeah.
it's a thing of beauty, isn't it?
Don't have much. I kind of don't want to do anything else with my stuff. Can't upgrade my
All
kit.
my wares are in tip-top shape.
But I think I am going to get
I
first aid
don't
spray.
always have this in stock, stranger.
Okay.
Will that be all pleasant travels?
There are enough weapons here to get a party going.
Oh, I didn't see these. Wait, let me go back.
Welcome. Got a selection of good things on sale, stranger.
No, I'm good.
Suit
happy with
yourself,
what I got.
stranger.
I'm gonna save because ABS, always be saving. Let's see. storage. I feel like I should bring out the bolt thrower just in case. I mean, I have enough room. I wanted it for the achievement before you say anything, Crunchy. Can't hear right now. Just got... Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you for coming back. I'm sorry. Those ads, man. But thank you for discovering my channel. I appreciate you. Let's see. Let's go. All right, let's fix this. Oh, I should sell the Viper, shouldn't I? I should sell that, right? That's the goal, is to sell. Okay, so we're gonna sell you. Let's see, what else can we sell?
I'll buy.
We're gonna sell you.
Anything.
I didn't know you played Resident Evil. Yeah, I do. I do. I am only playing it because it's one of my husband's favorite. Like, he loves the franchise, so. Hey, Zone, I just saw the V. Why didn't it's not reading off everything. I'm sorry. Let's see. I'm going to sell the Viper. I'm going to sell the ring. I think there was something else I had to sell. I'm going to keep the resources. Thank you for the follower, Sam the Silencer. Yeah, no, I actually like this one. I'm going to sell this too. I'm going to sell all these. Yeah.
Well
sell those.
done,
Yeah?
stranger.
Okay. Thank you so much for the follow. Okay, so now I have 20,000 to play with.
Well then, what can I do you for?
I feel like I should definitely
Give
repair.
that the care it deserves, mate.
And
A well-tuned weapon
I
can
think
make
I
up for
need-
a lack of skill, friend.
maybe reload speed I can make
See
it
how
a little
that
bit
feels, mate.
faster.
Fella like yourself should notice the difference, right?
Maybe this.
Try that on
Alright.
for size.
We're gonna try
Will
that.
be all then? Come back any
And then we're gonna reorganize now. Okay, so we have resources, craft, more. I'll take that. And then we're going to Q. Okay. I know what I'm gonna do. You couldn't tell I had a little bit OCD. Just a little bit. Just a tiny bit. Alright, we're gonna put this here. Actually, we're gonna move this here. Keep those there. Keep... Okay, we're gonna... 1... 2... 3... Actually, hold on. Q. I've got ideas. We're gonna put that there. Put these here. Health stuff we're gonna put down here. And then the resources we can put in the corner. And I'm actually going to just move these up here. Looks better like that. Alright, I'm all set up. Okay. I'm not scared. I'm ready. Okay, so we already looked at these. We saved. I'm going to save again, because Always be saving. Okay. Okay. Before we go down there, I feel like... Is this... I want to examine. I feel like this is the thing that we need for... No, it's not. Just kidding. I don't know what that's for. Okay. Let me make sure I'm not missing anything. I'm gonna go back and... I'm gonna go back and look up. Because I was so scared. This is where I came from, right? Oop, my bad. Let's look at the map. No, I don't think I... Oh, I did! Okay, there's one here, and there's one here. I did. I missed it. Wait. Am I supposed to be over here? Oh, I haven't come this way yet. Wait. Hold up. Oh, fuck. I don't want to trigger that yet. Where did I come from? I didn't come from here.
Oh, break's over, I suppose.
Fuck, there's so many different ways I can go right now. I hate this for me. Too many decisions to make. There's treasure right there. I can go through. I'm right here. I can't. Okay, I see. I'm right here, and I can go through here and go get the treasure. Let's just... Alright. Map. There's some stuff down here. I could have went back. I don't see anything, do you? I don't think so. I think we'll be alright. Okay, let's see. Okay. Boat fuel is stored with the generator fuel inside the processing building at the fish farm.
Did you save?
Yes, I did. Why? Hold on, before I go. Let's look up in this.
Shoot inside the water for treasure.
Okay. I just shot inside the water. I'm assuming that's what you meant. I'm just gonna go here.
Get closer.
Okay, let me go in here and see if there's anything that I can find in here really quick. What's in here? Yeah. Okay. Oop. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so we've got one. We gotta find 3. Okay. Get closer to the water. Shoot inside the water. Got you. Before I forget. And there's a lantern. I shot inside the water.
Like by the edge.
By the edge. Okay, I need the
Come
fuel.
on.
Like
Fill the
over
tank
here?
when you're done.
Oh, right there. Hold on. Cool. 1 of 5. Okay, by the edge of the water. I don't know. I'm gonna stop because I'm wasting bullets now. Okay. Let's see if I can find anything here. got everything. We got... Alright, let's... Ooh, shit. This is not looking good. It's overwhelming. Okay. Wait, when did I bring this out? Did I bring this out? I didn't bring this out. Why is this out?
Okay, I tried to prank you. A monster eats you if you shoot the water too much.
Stop! Are you lying? Please. I'm so happy that I stopped shooting the water. Because no thank you. I'm not a fan of the water. Or a monster.
Had to make sure you saved first, though.
I see. Hold on 1 second. Okay. Okay. Send, yes, I'll send that. And then Q, leave you over here. You know what? I'm gonna queue you up. Yeah. Alright. Alright, I'm okay with this. Another kitchen knife. Hold up. What can I do with this? Yeah. Okay. That looks way better. Okay. Okay, so we've already looked. Now I'm kind of curious what that monster looks like, but I'm not that curious. You know? We're gonna go up these. Okay, we're gonna go up these.
Do it for fun, lol.
Do it for fun. Okay, give me a second. Oh no, not at saving. We know what that means. Nope. Treasure right here. Fish farm. Okay, so I came back this way really quick, like. Alright, so I know. Okay.
A useful tip when you get to the fish farm.
A useful tip, okay. I'm listening. Okay. I need to look at this. This way.
You can insta-kill the giant enemy by sneaking behind and knifing it.
And knifing it? Okay. Thank you for telling me that. I'm gonna go back up and look for the stuff that I missed. So there was a treasure that I missed. And it was right here. Somewhere. Was it? Here. No, it was this way. So listen. No, it's this, isn't it? Yeah, it's this. I can't get it. But there was nothing else that I missed over here, right? Yeah, I did. It was blue medallion. Gotta go back and get that. was to the left? Fuck, I can hear him. It's this way. Wait. Wrong way. It's like, oh, I see it.
There's a treasure on the rope above, too.
Got it. There's a treasure on the rope above. On the rope above. Hey. A ruby, thank you. Okay. I think that's all that I missed. I'm pretty sure. I'm gonna say that it is. Yeah. I think that's all that I missed. I was so scared that I missed all that good shit. Okay. Man, I can, like... Okay, so we did that. Alright, now I kind of want to go back to the fish farm. I'm gonna go back to the fish farm and get the rest of those. The fish farm was this way, right? Nope, that's not a door. This way? Yeah. Alright, let's see. Before I go look at that, I'm gonna go down and get all these. Hard jump. Let's say. Okay. Let's find these spindles. Oh wait, that's not it. How did I get out of here before? I go up here. It was up there. It was up there in that way, right? Yeah. Pretty sure. In this way. Yep, okay. So you said I could sneak around it? Nope. Part of me feels like before I do this, I should go look into the binoculars. Sorry, I'm doing a lot of back and forth. I want to make sure I'm doing it right, but also I'm kind of scared. Let's do...
No, hide first, then sneak behind it when it turns around and knife it.
Okay. Oh, that's the guy. They took his head. Oh, that's crazy. Yeah, that's a no for me. Alright, so there's a big fucking monster. Got it. Looks like an alligator.
Ready to go for a swim in the lake.
No. Mm-mm. Why won't you let me sneak in peace? Talking about Leon, he was trying to run. We don't need you to run, Leon. I have to go this way. Can I see a spindle from here? No. I hear this chick. You hear her? Barrel up there. Okay. There's no one up here. Where is she? Fuck off! No fucking way! No. No, I was not prepared to be in the water. See, you said it. My brain did not comprehend it. You said it. Alright, so I gotta go hide.
Hide behind that wall there.
Behind the wall right here. Yep. Yep. Give me like... Okay. Behind the wet wall. Oh, fuck. Is that the right wall? There's no wall here. There's no wall here. There's no wall here. I'm fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. You have a submachine gun. What the fuck are you crying about? Everything's fine.
The one right on the edge there.
That is not something to hide behind. This one?
That one.
No. I'm not ready. Okay. All right. So go around it and hide behind it. I don't like the sounds. I could have snuck up and meleeed him. I didn't even think about it. I was too afraid. And part of me doesn't want to get anyone's attention. Where the fuck to go?
Too close.
Too close? Okay, go back over here. Over here. Is that good? It's taking forever to come back around. Oh, I hear him.
I usually get him at this point, so maybe he went somewhere else.
Okay, sorry. Oh, there he is. I mean, it's kind of far. And he can't... Oh, this bitch. Oh, but I can melee her. Right? He's not close enough. Down quietly. Where'd he go? I think he...
Do the same to him for an insta-kill.
Yeah. Alright, if I hide behind this box and he comes back over, I could do that. But I don't know where he went. It's a problem. Oh, here he comes. Here he comes. Here he comes. Here he comes. Let's hope that he comes this way. Okay. Okay. Here he comes. Did he go into the water? Did he go into the water? The fuck? Let me calm down. My heart rate's getting really high. I could just sneak around him at this point. He's not in the water though. Where did he go? I want eyes on him. There he is. There he is. Fuck yeah. Fuck off. That's so awesome. Oh, thank you for that tip. Oh my god. I am... Woo! That was amazing.
Nice job. You got him.
I did it. Thank you. Oh, fuck. I keep getting these. Okay. I'm gonna eat that egg. Yeah, we're gonna eat this egg. Give myself full health. Okay. I'm gonna go... Well, since he's dead now, I don't really need... I know that there's a lady coming around here. The fuck up. Don't. You know what? Fuck y'all. Actually, let me go back inside here. Oh, I see a spindle. I missed. I totally got her in the head. Okay, really quick. Come on.
It's just regular enemies now, so just kill.
No, I got you. Reload speed's supposed to be quicker. Fuck off. I'm shaking still from killing the big guy. Alright, really quick. Still doing pretty good. Alright, so there was a spindle. So I need two. There's two more that I need. Okay. I'll just keep looking up and hoping that I see them as I go.
Saved you a lot of ammo too.
You really did. Oh shit, fuck off. Let's go up this way. You really did. I appreciate you. Okay. Let's go this way.
Anytime you see the double arrows over an enemy, it means you can get close enough to melee them.
Oh, that's what that means. Okay, I thought I just had to... There's nothing in here for me. Alright, I can get down here. Let's see. Do you see any spindles from here? No. Okay. Alright. Let's just get this over with. See anything up? Nope. Oh, hey. Hey, friend. Oh, hey, friend. Okay. Let's see. I need a spindle. He's gonna be angry, I can tell. Nope. Oh, hey, buddy. Fuck off. Oh, yeah. Oh, fuck! I moved too quickly. Moved way too quickly. Oh, shit. Yeah, what does a Viper do? We're just gonna use this. Good thing I got this. Oh.
There's another hexagon piece here once you deal with the enemies.
Oh, he's angry. Woo. I hear it. Okay. Oh, you threw an axe at me? Really, bitch? Really? Fuck off. Thank you. Alright, where is it? I heard it. Cool.
Come on.
Oh, shit. Okay, sorry. I'm like... Okay, let's see. I hear it. Where is it? It's right there. Okay. Let's see. Fuck it. Might as
Oh,
well.
and there's a small key here too.
A small key here too. Also, why the fuck am I'm not paying attention. Oh, hello. Thank you for the pesos. Yeah. Hey! Oh my gosh, I'm getting so much better at this. I'm so excited. So sorry. Okay. I still want to look around before I go in. Maybe I should go in there? Please. Okay. 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 Cool. Got the fuel.
This is what I'm talking about.
Oh, fuck no. Oh, shit. Alright. Alright, we gotta be prepared for everything. Okay, so... Did I miss anything over here? No. I want everything that I possibly can get. Didn't miss anything over here. I need to go up here. He's up here. More gunpowder. Let's see. Ooh. Where are you?
Don't forget that hex piece that's nearby.
I didn't mean to do that. Fuck. I moved too quickly. Let's take this. Helped out a little bit. Next piece is nearby. Still gotta, it's probably over here. Alright, I'm not gonna leave without getting everything that I can from over here. Is it down here? No. Let's see what's down here. Okay. Oh, here goes another one.
Should be where that blue medallion is.
Okay. Alright, should be where... Oh, I hear her. Gotta go get that. Alright, so... Gotta go get this and go get those. Cool. Alright. Easy enough. Okay. You're fine. Let's see. Alright. Where else was there from? Right here. Okay, blue medallion. Right. There's one right here, and there's one the other way. Okay. Another viper snake. Okay. Got you. Got you. Okay. Nope. I'm always pressing that. It's just ahead. I mean, it's not this way, but I might as well check over here. What's that? Are those snakes? I don't think there's anything to find over here, is there? No, nothing to find. Alright, let's go back up this way. Is it over here? Straight ahead. Yeah. Where is it? I already came down here. It's right on top of me, but where? You guys see it? I don't. Drop down. It was supposed to be this way. I didn't see it. Did you guys?
Under the bridge there.
Oh, I see it. Thank you. And then I'm missing one more. Yeah. Thank you. Alright. I feel like I hear more snakes. Okay. I looked over here, right? I was already... Is that another snake? Cool. Already came in here, right? Yeah. Alright, so now I need to go over here. So, go this way. It's like a maze.
There should be one last medallion here to complete the request.
Yes. It's literally like a maze. I heard another snake. Let's see. It's this way. somewhere over here. I gotta get down there. Go get this.
In the water below you.
In the water below me. I don't see it. But I do see something that I do want. I want this. I see it.
You'll see hanging on the wall.
Alright, that was it. Okay. So now I gotta go back. So I gotta go all the way back up. Let's figure out how to get all the way back up. I think it's this way. I hear another viper. Okay. This is not the way. This was not the way, was it? Wait, I gotta go out this way.
That's the way.
Where I'm at? Oh, yeah. Alright, so this is where I came from. That doesn't go anywhere. This doesn't go anywhere. I need to get up here and wait. Go up. Wait, what? Okay.
Behind you and straight there's a ladder.
Behind you, straight. Behind me and straight. I see. Gotcha. Roger that. Okay. That. Yeah. Thank you. Okay. See, sometimes I just need a little help. Just a tiny bit. Okay, so now we gotta go down here. Okay. We've got this. It's over here, right?
I would save first.
Save first? Okay. Alright, hold on. Let's go save. And I can actually go here and get some shit too.
Took care.
Okay. So,
Server request, did ya? Ha! I can tell
See,
by
what
the
else
look
can
on
we
your.
do here?
Well done. You've proven yourself reliable. Got a selection of good things on sale, stranger.
So I've got the 3 vipers. I can sell that. I can sell this. How do I get? Okay.
This is what I'm talking about. Fine work.
I can sell this.
Well,
Okay.
well. I can certainly do something with this. Well, look at you, mate. Anything else I can help you with?
No, let's not do that. Let's repair this.
That's good work, if I do say so myself.
Bye.
You'll get some bang for your buck, I guarantee.
Wait. Can I not buy help? No way.
Got a selection of good things on sale, stranger. Come back anytime.
Okay, let's look at this. Let's.
Only one spray per chapter.
Oh, that sucks. Craft. More handgun. Craft. More handgun. Craft. I need more resources. Truly.
There's a minigame if you want to do that for target practice.
Where's the mini game?
It's in an elevator nearby the merchant.
Oh, that's what that is. I wasn't sure what that was. Okay. Will it use actual ammo?
Welcome, stranger. I believe this is your first time having a go at target practice.
You can win charms and nope and limited ammo the game provides.
Okay.
As they pop up, simple enough, am I right? If you do well, I'll make it worth your while. Knickknacks and whatnot. Anyway, 3, 2, 1, begin!
Just don't shoot the sailors.
Double kill!
Oh shit.
And
Damn
the
it.
skulls give more points too.
That's your lot.
Hey, I did pretty good. I like this game. Okay, I want to do it one more time.
Don't just stick around forever, eh? Don't. 3, 2, 1, begin!
Not bad at all for your first try.
That's the stuff. Brilliant. Reload. That's it. You're an artist, mate.
Sorry, my shit. I have too much shit around my mouse. Literally.
Shit.
Oh, I missed.
That'll do it.
Hold on, I gotta move this shit out of the way. Oh, I want to do it again. Oh, okay, hold on. One more time.
Some of the targets are 3, 2, 1, begin.
Oh, it's making me reload.
And that's the
Alright,
game.
I'm over it. I got an A! I'm so proud of myself! Okay, I'm done.
I dare say we've underestimated you, mate.
Nothing else in here? That was so fun. Wait.
Your return.
Glad you had fun.
I like this. I like this Resident Evil a lot. For real, for real. I got a charm. 50%. Oh, wow. Wait, now I kind of... No, that's okay. We'll keep going. We'll keep going. I have a charm now, though. So that's fun. I love that. Okay. Alright, let me save one more time. Also, let me
You
put
can
this
equip them at a
charm on,
typewriter.
yeah. Okay, I got you. I'm gonna save again. Save. Okay. I can't customize the case, right? Okay.
Something's bound to catch your eye.
Alright, we're good. Everything's good. Wait, was I supposed to go down there? No, I wasn't, was I? I need to be up here, because I need to go out here. Right? Yeah. It's supposed to be here. Okay, let's get this show on the road. Let's get her done. Alright, let's see, what time is it? It is making pretty good timing. Oh fuck, where's the other one? I don't have the other one. Where's the other one? Oh Jesus. My teenager's texting me.
Later on, you'll get it, no worries.
Okay. Okay. Alright, and then...
Get ready for a lot of fun and excitement. The
don't...
fun starts now, get ready.
Does it actually? Oh, hell no. See, nope. First off, me personally would not be caught on this thing in the middle. Nope. Nope. Anxiety. Nope. Nope, bitch. Nope. Good thing I saved, right? Good thing I saved. Ooh, 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 ooh. Good thing I saved. Nope. 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 What am I supposed to do?
What's up, Vienna?
Hey, Chino.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween. Where the fuck did this bitch go?
W Wicked costume.
Thank you. Where'd it go?
Hey.
Hey.
Think you can swallow me whole, huh?
I think he's going to, bro. Bro. This is not... Oh, shit. This is not gonna work out for us. Bitch, you dead. You knew you were gonna die. Oh, shit. Not going that great, you know? I'm fighting a monster that I really don't want to fight. I'm trying my best. Fuck yeah. Come back, come back, come back.
Where'd you go?
Oh fuck, he's about to eat me. Yawn. Oh no. Hey, Sniper Knight. I think everything's okay.
Nice, took it down fast too.
Oh, I took it down? That was it? Oh, bitch. Oh, bitch. Oh, so you okay?
Apparently, somebody was complaining in one of my posts.
I ended chapter 3, you guys. Perfect timing. I gotta go get my kid. You guys, I gotta go get my kid. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. I'm loving the fact that I'm literally ending these chapters in good timing. Thank you. I'm sorry, Sniper Knight, that someone was complaining in one of your posts. I'm sorry for that. But that's all I got for you guys today. I said I was gonna get through chapter 3 and I did. So I might be back tonight, like later tonight with a little bit more, if not tomorrow. I don't know how crazy it's gonna get tonight, but yay, I did it. I'm so proud of myself.
The person was just trying to be rude or something, but one of my friends.
That happens. Okay, but that's all I got for you guys.
Stop the person from going any farther.
That's good that your friends did, but I have to go. Thank you guys so much for being here. Shout out to Smooth DJ 15. Thank you so much for your help. I appreciate you. Hopefully you're here again tomorrow or later when I'm playing later. But yeah, thank you guys so much.
Have a wonderful Halloween.
Happy Halloween. I hope you guys have a wonderful Halloween and see you guys next time. Thank you guys so much. I'm so happy. Wait, let me save. Because last time I didn't save and I had to redo.
You're welcome. Happy to help enjoy your day too.
Thank you. You guys are the best. All right. Bye, guys.